It's time for semifinals of the Wolfey Draft League, and I'm taking on the man himself, WOLFE GLICK, in a rematch to determine which one of us makes it to finals. Let's jump right into the team. All right, here we are versus Wolf. He is the only person who beat me this season, and we're fighting once again in the semifinals, just like we did in Season 1 of the Wolfey Draft League. Of course, we have to bring Noobish, my Mega Kangaskhan. Fake out with Scrappy means I can fake out Frostlass or Bayonet if I decide to, though in testing, I was a little bit more aggressive and always attacked, never faked out, just the mon next to it. Low kick allows me to deal with Arcanine as well as King Gambit and also smoke Kangaskhan. Facade is nice because if he brings Mega Bayonet and wants to go for Will-O-Wisp, which is the main thing that can touch Kangaskhan, I don't care about it and I can attack the partners and just do a bunch of damage with a burnt Facade. And then I also have Fire Punch, and Fire Punch allows me to deal with Ariados, as well as doing massive damage to Frostlass when I do Mega Evolve, and also doing decent damage to Pokemon like Chestnut. So next to Noobish, we have RC, my Noivern. Noivern provides Tailwind support. It's faster than the entire team on both sides. Can also Heat Wave on spread moves, so if Ariados wants to go for Rage Powder next to something like SD King Gambit, Bulk Up Chestnut, whatever, I can Heat Wave both. Heat Wave is just very good neutral into his team. Draco Meteor just gives me a strong hit into Kangaskhan as well as the Palafin. Sunny Day is nice because if he wants to try and set up Aurora Veil or go for Blizzard, I can either lower the accuracy or stop that completely. And then, of course, Tailwind allows my Pokemon to outspeed his team. Next, we have Blobs, my Intimidate Crocodile. I'm still running Intimidate even though he does have a King Gambit, mainly because it weakens Arcanine, it weakens Palafin, it weakens, well, he's probably going to have Inner Focus Kangaskhan again, but it also weakens Bayonet. Bayonet's the big one. Now, this Kangaskhan, or excuse me, this Crocodile is faster than Adamant Arcanine. It's also just stronger than the majority of this team, right? He has 3 Pokemon that most likely outspeed it, which would be Palafin, Frostlass, and Dragonite. Earthquake next to Noivern is really nice because I can click Earthquake with Heat Wave and hit a lot of his Pokemon for strong, super effective, or neutral damage. Lash Out's nice because if he has Bayonet and tries to switch in Arcanine and gets the Intimidate off on me, it's doubled in power, so it can deal with Bayonet. Close Combat with the Black Belt that I'm holding can absolutely smoke King Gambit as well as Kangaskhan if he's not running super bulky. And of course, Protect just in case I have it next to something like, or in front of something like Palafin. Then we have Basket Legion. I'm running the Cobra Berry on this Basket Legion. This Basket Legion can survive a Timid, Frostlass, Shadow Ball, as well as a Kowtow Cleave. Not both, the combo, but I'm just telling you what moves it can survive. Kowtow Cleave from King Gambit because of my berry. It also can survive a Wood Hammer from Defensive Chestnut a lot of the time. And threaten back with Last Respects, Wave Crash, and Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet is nice for picking off Arcanine, of course, and maybe a weakened Kangaskhan. Protect is cool, too. I do have Adaptability this time. Last time when I used Zero, I used Swift Swim, but this time we're running Adaptability. Basket Legion is pretty cool because, again, he likes to run Inner Focus on Kangaskhan, which is still really good because, obviously, it can't be flinched, and this gives me an immunity to that. Then we have Scizor. I'm running the same Scizor as last time, Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, Close Combat, Quick Guard. But this time I'm running a bit of speed. That way I can outspeed Bayonet. That way, if he opts to go for Will-O-Wisp or wants to go for Encores onto any of my Pokemon, I can go for Quick Guard and then block that priority move because of its Prankster. Then, of course, I am running the Lumberry. Lumberry is cool because if I get burnt and then I go for Swords Dance, then I go for Quick Guard and Encores and things like that, Bayonet can't touch me, right? It can't Will-O-Wisp me again, and it can't Poltergeist me because I have no item. This is also really good into Frostlass. This is good into King Gambit with Close Combat, as well as just checking things like Kangaskhan. And then lastly, we have Sylveon. I'm running a more defensive Sylveon this time. We take a -1 Poltergeist. We can take Jet Punches. Obviously, if you set up the Sunny Day as well, we can weaken the Jet Punches too from Pokemon like Palafin. And Hyper Voice, Hyper Beam, and Quick Attack, just standard, really strong into Wolf's team. So that is my team for this week, which could be the final week. You know, it's either this week or next week is the final week of the Wolfey Draft League for me. If you guys have been enjoying this, feel free to let me know. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm on my way to 500,000 subs, and we hit 490K, which is pretty awesome. No pressure, though. You don't have to subscribe, but I upload daily. So if you do like that sort of thing, feel free to sub. And please check out Wolf if you haven't. There's like a 99% chance that you have. So either way, if you haven't, though, if you're part of that 1%, you definitely should. Just great guy overall. Big shout out to Tony, Di, and Emil for all the help. And yeah, let's get right into the battle. All right, here we are with semifinals versus Wolf. If you guys do enjoy, feel free to let me know. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to sub if you really want to. Now, we do see Double Ghost. We see Chestnut, Arcanine, King Gambit. I did think he might bring Double Ghost, and that's why I'm hoping to shut it down immediately so that way my Crocodile can do work in hopefully game 2. But I'm just going to go for the Kangaskhan Noivern mode. Noivern deals with the majority of the team via Heat Wave. Basket Legion in the back, and Sylveon feels relatively safe. If I can get a Tailwind, I can win. This is really interesting, right? Because like I have modes prepared for Bayonet, I have modes prepared for Frostlass, and this is the 6 that I did expect. At least on one version of the team. So we'll see how it goes. I might lead off with like Crocodile plus Sylveon in the next game. I literally played a replay. I think Amel had this exact 6, except for Dragonite was there. Alright, so Frostlass Kangaskhan, not bad. Let's see. Silk Scarf, okay. And the Frostlass is running the Frostlassite. I assume it's going to be Inner Focus. I'm going to go for the Heat Wave plus Low Kick combo. If they fake out into Noobish, I think it's fine. I think Frostlass should protect, personally. Because they can fear my own fake out and I can get massive damage off. He might not, though. But I feel like that's a safe play, and if he doesn't and he opts right for the Blizzard, at least I get rid of the Kangaskhan immediately. So he does Mega Evolve, so he probably doesn't go for Protect then. Oof. So he doesn't want to play a defensive game there. So I could have obviously Scrappy faked out. He does call this very well. I love that he did this game 1. I was thinking about like adjusting to game 2 to do it, but that's fine. Let's see if I get a Heat Wave off. Fake out goes to Noivern. The Frostlass doesn't protect. I'm going to be able to get off a Low Kick, though. Oh, they go for Icy Wind. Icy Wind. Icy Wind shouldn't matter too much. I'm going to get a strong Low Kick off. Beautiful. I think at this point, you might fear me being Scarf, so I'm going to go you. I think Aqua Jet's also very obvious. So I want to go for Fire Punch in the Frostlass. He's a pretty bulky Kangaskhan too, so Aqua Jet does KO it. Because I can see him fearing the last respects. In the back is Chestnut, right? I'm Aqua Jet into this slot. Because I live Shadow Ball, so... I don't know if he's EV to take a last respects. But I like Aqua Jet in the Kangaskhan. It also deals with Arcanine potentially coming in. I wonder if Wolf is just playing the no protect mode. Okay, so he does switch out, which I'm okay with. Into Arcanine. Okay. Does Aqua Jet still KO? I feel like it does. Nice, and we break a potential Sash there, which is perfect. On the Arcanine. So we know Arcanine's there. Also, Arcanine being in is very, very good for Aqua Jet. I assume Chestnut comes out next. Or Frostlass. Is it Chestnut? Okay, it's Frostlass, that's fine. I want to Fire Punch you. No. I want to Low Kick Arcanine. And Protect. Arcanine might also switch out to Chestnut, but it could be Gambit too. It's Gambit. Okay, cool. Perfect. And it's Supreme Overlord. The Overlord is here. Alright, so they do Shadow Ball. I get a Low Kick off on that slot, which is perfect. And we find out it's Chopper Berry as well. Nice. I think I switch out and I go for Low Kick on you again. And I go Snake here. We want to keep our Aqua Jet in the back so we can deal with Arcanine. Bash Legion's also just getting powered up, which is really important. Okay, Supreme Overlord, Chopple. We know it dies to the next one. They might predict my switch as well. Sylveon's good because it can come in on, it'll eat a Blizzard, it'll eat a Shadow Ball. Kangaskhan's really bulky too, even though I'm minus like 5,000. Supreme Overlord is a really cool tech by Wolf. Protects, which is fine, because it does reveal Protect. And they sucker. Oh my god, great turn for me. Great turn for me. I could see them blizzarding plus head smashing. It's not over yet. I am super defensive though. I think I want to do this because they protected. They can't attack into this slot. Plus they can miss. I'll live Blizzard plus Rock Slide as well. I'm gonna go for Hyper Beam in the Frost Blast, which is my strongest play. I should live Rock Slide. I might live Flare Blitz. Oh, I don't live Flare Blitz. This is unfortunate. Okay. There we go. We get that off. He's Citrus. It's Citrus. Okay, no snow though is important. This might be a 50. He might be thinking this is a 50-50. I think I always low kick. I've already revealed Protect though, so he knows I'm not Scarf. He might Rock Slide plus that too. This endgame's rough. I can see a Shadow Ball Rock Slide. Let's see. Because I live Shadow Ball for sure. Oh, he's modest. Okay, modest. He's modest. I live Timid, always. Okay, so he wins game 1. Do I live this? Nope. Okay. So he's modest Frost Lash. If it was modest, then I didn't have a win con at the end there. Besides living Flare Blitz, maybe. So I had to switch into my guy and then get a Protect turn right. Okay, let's go game 2. So he's modest Frostless. We got a lot of information there. Because Bastion Legion would not die to Timid Frostlass. Yeah, Shadow Ball I always live, so this is modest. Good to know. Alright, let's go again. M game got a little bit iffy because he was modest, though. Then if he's Timid, maybe I should have Aqua Jetted into Fire Punch. Oh, that was -2 Fire Punch. He might do the Frostlass again mode. I like these two. Him being Supreme Overlord is really nice too. I definitely want Bastion Legion, I think, in the back on this build. We know it's Chopple as well, so we want to be careful. Basically, I threaten Oko on the guy with Hyper Beam immediately. This is really good into Bayonet mode too if he switches it up. I still like you for having speed in the back. Because Heat Wave's really good. I think I like this mode. Maybe Bastion Legion was better in the back, but we'll see how he proceeds to play it. So him being modest makes a difference here. Icy Wind, Protect, Blizzard, Shadow Ball. We know his whole set. No Veil. We find out inner focus most likely here, right? Inner focus, yep. Problem is if he... The problem is Blizzard next turn. I think I hard switch and I protect. Because I feel like you fake out Snake. I don't think you Icy Wind, I think you Blizzard, which I'll have Sash for. And I can get up Tailwind, and then maybe I can win the game with my guy in the back. Because I assume Arcanine in the back too. Because like if I stay in and I protect, it's really bad for me. But I think Fake Out Blizzard just gives him so much out of this turn. And I have my Sash. I tried to predict the Bayonet mode, and he did not bring the Bayonet mode, so I should have brought the same ones. Yeah, he fakes out on that, which is fine. Let's see if it's Icy Wind versus Blizzard. Yeah, it is Blizzard. Perfect. Okay. That's fine. That gives me Tailwind, Hyper Beam Pressure. I definitely want Tailwind up here. Don't freeze me. I need damage on Frostlash, though. I live Last Resort. I'm just going to go for Tailwind Hyper Voice. I assume Arcanine comes out. Oh, no, he doesn't. He just Blizzard plus Last Resorts. I mean, we get Tailwind up, which is really big. He's Timid Frostlash? How the hell did he kill my Basculegion then? Did I EV it wrong? I'm faster than Timid. Or Modest. Okay, we get massive damage off on everybody, though, which is big. Last Resort. We go down. But I have Tailwind up. I wish I brought Basculegion now. Okay. Okay, so we know Arcanine. Arcanine's a little rough for him to bring out, actually. I'm gonna CC Kanga. I think Kanga should switch. I like Fake Out Frostlash in regular form on the Protect. Alright, which one's Kanga though? Ah! Okay, wait, no, it's no prankster. No prankster, we're good. We're good. No prankster. No prankster, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, we get the Fake Out in a regular form there, which is big. Nice. Low-key wish I attacked with the other guy, but that's fine. Okay, so we lash out Bayonet. Is it fire punch into that guy? Does low kick kill Frostlash? Frostlash is so, like, not bulky. But it's so light. "17 seconds. I think the best play is to EQ. Mega Evolve, Fire Punch, Bayonet. Because I don't want Arcanine coming in. EQ KOs both, and then I get Fire Punch, and then I get Crocodile into these guys. I should have just killed Frostlash then. Okay, so I get EQ off. So I do a bunch, and then we Fire Punch into Bayonet. I get a crit on Bayonet, which actually might matter. Oh, it definitely matters. And I get a burn too, but it's gonna die to the next one, I think. Oh, it just lived. It gets up the trick of room, which low-key is a 50-50, right? Ah, I should have lashed out plus fire punch, but I don't know. It's tough, man. He's playing this well. We do know it's Trick Room now. Is it Arcanine, though? I wanted to lash out on Kangaskhan. I should have lashed out initially on Kangaskhan and just went for Fire Punch. I was worried about Arcanine, but I think it might be Chestnut in the back. I think that's his adjustment, which is why he targeted Sylveon. Because I know it's Kangaskhan, obviously, but Kangaskhan can only fake out one. But if it's Kangaskhan Arcanine, yeah, we know it's Kangaskhan. Yeah, we know you. You're with Child. Chestnut. Oh, it's over. Great game, Wolf. Good luck in finals, man. Well played, buddy. I think game one, turn one, what I should have done was, I think game one, turn one. I just led wrong in this one. I think Sylveon in the back absolutely dominates in this one. If I just led the same as last time, I was in a better spot because I could fake out Frostlass. That was my fault for changing it up. And it makes sense that he adjusted to Chestnut because he was worried about the Basque Legion endgame. So this dies. Goodbye. Great game, Wolf, and good luck in finals. I unfortunately don't beat Wolf, and I lose to him again in semis. But I'm also the... Ooh, I should actually... Hold up. Whoops. Let me write something. Okay, hold up. 17 minutes. Edit out. All right, my bad, guys. I had to cut some audio because I spoiled something. Well played, man. Well played. Great adjustments by Wolf. I think if I led the same as my first one, and I think if I fake out turn one, good game. I think if I fake out turn one into Frostlass, I'm in such a great spot because next turn I can just Tailwind and stuff like that. And basically put myself in a position to win. And then I tried to make the adjustment for the Bayonet call. He did bring Bayonet, but he brought regular Bayonet. And I tried to make the adjustment for the lead Bayonet, and that messed me up, obviously. So, great game to Wolf, honestly. Good luck in finals versus whoever you're fighting. And yeah, I hope you have a great game. Thank you, everybody, for following my season as well. It's just, I really didn't expect him to let me fake him out turn one. I read the aggro call turn one instead. Because if I fake out Frostlass, he never gets the kill on Noivern. And then I'm in a situation where I can literally just get up. I can either Heat Wave for chip and then go for big damage on it with Fire Punch. And then I basically win the game with Basque Legion plus my end game. So that game one, I think, was just, I tried to make an aggro call and it didn't work. And then I think if I adjusted and kept the same thing, it would have been better. But I tried to call his Bayonet, which I was right, but he still brought Frostlass. So GG to Wolf. Good luck to him in finals, and good luck to Aaron or Mount, whoever he fights. I will hit him up for a post-game interview. All right, I'm here with WOLFE GLICK, who continues to beat me in semifinals. And also the only person who beat me in the entire season, again. How are you doing, man?
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm good,
dude.
man. I'm good. Yeah, that was a good set.
No, it was. Like I said earlier, I regret not faking out turn one on Frostlass. I didn't think you'd give me that because I felt like I got so much out of it, but you obviously don't know my moveset. But like if I fake out, I get the Tailwind, and then I can actually get the chip or the Heat Wave off, and then kill Frostlass, and then prep for endgame Sylveon, which is what I was going for, plus Basque Legion. But you got me.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking, I thought that like with no Mega, and if I Mega, the scrappy fake out damage wasn't going to put me in range of a fire move. And since I had Icy Wind, and I was going for fake out into the Noivern in that turn anyway, I figured like, maybe I shouldn't overthink it. I should just go fake out Icy Wind. But yeah, definitely, I was really happy to not see the fake out come out there for sure.
No, it worked out really well as well, obviously, because like Process was able to basically pick up the final KO on Basque Legion. And the adjustment Chestnut made a lot of sense. I tried to adjust to the, what's it called? The adjustment to Bayonet, which you did bring, but you didn't bring, you brought it with the what's it called? You brought it non-Mega, which made a lot of sense. Yeah. Like, which made a lot of sense. I did that a few times with Scovillain plus Mega Arrow when I was using them as well. Like, I really like that adjustment.
Thank you. Yeah, my game plan basically, I was like, okay, I think that if I get Trick Room up, then in the late game, I think my team is pretty strong, like in Trick Room. But I was worried about like getting there in the early game because you just have so much bulk and you have Fake Out and like all these like really just like defensive Pokemon. So my overall game plan was like game one, don't do the Trick Room mode, like use just like the other 4 Mons, and kind of then in game 2 posture like it's the same 4 Pokemon, bring Trick Room in the back and try and win. I had skill swap on Banette to try and mess with the Sylveon. I figured if I got through Noivern and then I had bulk up Chestnut and Trick Room and I skill swapped the Sylveon, that like you wouldn't be able to hit my my Chestnut or my Banette very well. So that was kind of my overall game plan, was like get through Noivern. I figured the Crocodile might have like Gunk Shot or Aerial Ace or something. But yeah, like I was always like my game plan was always to try and win with Trick Room. I just wasn't sure whether to do it in game 1 or game 2. But yeah, I thought that like leading the regular mode game 1 and then switching to Trick Room game 2 was kind of tricky. So yeah, I was just trying to catch you off guard with that.
No, it made a lot of sense. Like I said, I tried to call the Trick Room up front game 1 or game 2, which is why I led differently into that, because I felt like that was really strong in the Bayonet. Obviously, Crocodile plus that, but it ends up not being as strong in the Frostlass, which forces me to give my focus actually immediately. And then I had to decide. Yeah. I didn't bring what's it called?
Armor?
I didn't bring a Basket Legion in that one, and I wanted to bring Basket Legion in that, but I ended up going back Kangaskhan. But I wanted to leave back Kangaskhan and go Basket Legion with these guys, to that way it'd be a fake out switch, because obviously Inner Focus was you were gonna run Inner Focus. To me, it makes sense. You want to be able to fake out everything and do things from there. So I think what I should have done was just lead the same as I did game 1 and the same 4 Pokemon, and then just try for that. Obviously the Bayonet was really cool, but without you having
Prankster, yeah,
Prankster it might be a different story, like being able to actually hit it with like a Hyper Beam or something beforehand, or a Hyper Voice on the Chestnut beforehand. Though you had Spiky Shield, so maybe like a Hyper Beam could have like helped me out in that case. But I think it was a great adjustment by you. And again, I played really aggro turn 1, and it backfired completely. I just didn't want to give free turns.
A bunch of your sets, and I noticed that like you like to play somewhat aggressive sometimes, not all the time obviously, but I figured like it's semifinals, like I shouldn't just assume you're gonna make a safe play. So I figured like I'd make a play where the downside I didn't think was that high, but it had a lot of potential upside, and I think I got a big lead because of it. I disconnected, by the way, the turn where you switched Basket Legion to Sylveon, and I went Protect and Sucker Punch. Like I disconnected, and the game selected my moves for me. So I was like, oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I was like,
no, it's okay. It's okay.
I didn't realize you DM me disconnect. Did you play the rest of the game, or did I lose to a bot?
No, you play. Like I got back in. I only lost that turn, and like when I got back in, it was like my Arcanine was like it was like you didn't select a move. Like here comes Arcanine, and I was like, okay, well, gotta figure this one out. But yeah, I think if Basket Legion had survived the Shadow Ball, I would have been in pretty big trouble there. Although,
well, you had to hit Rock Slide. Rock Slide could have done it.
Yeah.
As well.
Like I figured you might not Aqua Jet there, because I was also threatening extreme speed. So, yeah.
Yeah, the big thing was obviously Kangaskhan being -2. I kind of just left in Kangaskhan because it was kind of hard to go Basket Legion early.
Yeah.
As well, like I couldn't do that early. I was thinking about also adjusting to Scizor, but Scizor obviously would have been a little bit worse into the bulk up Chestnut mode. But Scizor would have been cool into like early Kanga and things like that too, because I did have a quick guard. Though not that it mattered in fake out, because I am actually slower than you. I went a little bit faster than your Bayonet this time, because last time your Bayonet was able to have its way with me. And I went Lumberry because if you burn it, then I'm immune to Poltergeist, and I don't care about like anything you can go for. So then I can quick guard, protect the rest of my team. But obviously my Kangaskhan, I want you to burn me, because then I just attack every mon next to Bayonet.
But just wipe the whole board.
Yeah, literally. Like that was like my thought process in that one. Again, the only thing I regret, at least in game 1, was not faking you out. And then obviously you made a great play. Having Icy Wind also ended up being really good too, because my Kangaskhan was definitely faster than your entire team. Because I actually brought a bit more speed this time. It wasn't a support helping hand like Rock Tomb.
Yeah, Rock Tomb.
Kangaskhan in this one. And,
I was surprised you. I think it's funny. This is the first, like one of the first weeks I brought Supreme Overlord, and then this is like you had Intimidate. Like,
yeah, I just said F it. I don't care.
Totally called me.
Like I just said F it. Like I mean, I have low kick pressure plus CC pressure. I have the Colbur Berry. I have more CC. Like the only thing that guy threatens Oko on is Sylveon, obviously. And this you're the one King Gambit that's not faster than me, which is really nice. Because obviously I could just Hyper Beam and pick up a KO, but that would have been something I had to figure out. But dude, you got to go to finals, man. How you feeling this time? The second time?
Yeah, I'm back. Here we go. But yeah, no, it was a really cool set. I think it's so interesting where like when you play people in the rematches, because like we both brought some similar stuff, right? You had like the same Scizor, similar Sylveon, right? And I had like similar Chestnut, similar Kangaskhan again. And so I think it's cool when like you get to, it's almost like iterative team building, right? Where you take like the best parts of the first time and then you get to run it back with like some new tech. I don't know. I think it's really cool.
No, I agree. I personally hate the rematch as a thing, but usually I hate the rematch if I won the game.
Yeah.
But obviously because I lost, the rematch was still a little I'm not gonna lie, the rematch was rough because we had 2 weeks for this game because he went to Europe. So I was so like a week and a half ago, I was like, okay, I'm ready. And then as a week goes by, I'm like, I don't know my team anymore. what do I do into this guy? What are these Pokemon? But
sorry about that. I appreciate you being accommodating.
No, you're good. You're dude. Good, you're dude. Dude, you're good.
Good, you're dude.
Good, you're dude. Nah, dude, you're good. For sure. And obviously, it was worse for you because you have to come back and prep while you're back from a wedding. But yeah, I really like I said, I really like the game. I think your megas, your double ghost megas, are really good into me, and I like the way you played them. And it was just a good set overall. And game one made a lot of sense. Like, I let Sylveon, like I said, predicting this, but it makes sense that you're keeping this guy in the back as well to be able to deal with it. That way you can skill swap as well. I really like that, like the idea behind it.
Yeah, thanks, man. I basically figured, like, and I said this at the beginning of my video, but basically, like, I thought about it a lot, and I just felt like I wasn't going to be able to, like, really surprise you with my sets because I know the way you are and I know how good you are at prepping, and I felt like there was no like major thing that I could do. Like I couldn't bring, Rotom Frost and catch you off guard, or like one weird tech move and catch you off guard. And so I thought the best thing I could do to kind of throw off your rhythm was do a different, like not weird Pokemon per se, but a weird game plan. And I thought the double mega thing was kind of hard to spot, personally.
No, I mean, I think this made a lot of sense, like you said. And like the end game, again, Chestnut made a lot of sense because the end game Basque Legion was there at full HP, looking semi-threatening. I wish I hadn't clicked Protect with it because then I could have at least bluffed Scarf and made you scared. In an end game. Though I don't think it would have mattered. You probably would have had to attack anyway. Because if I am Scarf, you have to literally attack and pray that I'm not. But no, it was a really strong game. And I think it was just a really good set in general. And you definitely just like, you crushed me at least in game 2 for sure. Again, my biggest regret is game 1, turn 1. But in a best of 3, I do that 9 out of 10 times. Like, I'm a firm believer in I'd rather not just safely lose.
I think it was a calculated risk. I think also if it was Blizzard and not Icy Wind, it's still fine. I think it was
because Kangaskhan's faster. Exactly. My Kangaskhan's still faster than your team and actually just clicks low kick, low kick, low kick. So that's why I made that play. I was like, it's okay, right?
Yeah.
And then turn 1 I went for Heat Wave as well. I was like, worst case if he blizzards me and he tries to fake out Kangaskhan because he knows I'm probably more inclined to bring Scrappy and he's going to bring in Refocus, then I get damage off on the Frostlass, which I obviously wanted. But overall, dude, good game and good luck in the finals, man. Anything you want to tell the people? Go Wolves.
No, I mean, just thanks for being a part of the league, dude. Thanks for getting everything, like helping get everything set up. And killer season. I watched like all your games yesterday and it was so dominant. I hadn't seen them all, or like I hadn't seen them all back to back, and then I was like, oh my god, he's like popping off. Did
you like special male Basque Legion?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of amazed by the weak armor Rouge.
Oh, like, that guy was the GOAT. He would have came to this game. He would have came to this game. I think our Rouge was like if you look at all your Pokemon, they all hit it for super effective damage. But
they're all like melted by it too.
But I still feel like Rouge was not off like I was writing down Pokemon with my boy Tony Flagon, and who actually won your tour with a Pidgeot. I don't know if you saw.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
He won your tour with Mega Pidgeot. Big shout out to Tony Flagon, Amo and Die and all them. And like Rouge was not off the table, right? Like it struggles into D-Knight and yet Palafin. But it's Rouge. That Mon can really just do whatever it wants to do. Like it's so bulky. It lives Sucker Punch easily. Like it lives Rock Slide easily. It even lives a Jet Punch. Like it's just so it was not off the table. We found these 6 to be. I actually had Decidueye again over Crocodile for a bit, but then I was really annoyed by Bayonet.
Surely. Yeah, I thought you'd bring Crocodile because of the Banette.
Yeah, people were using Scary Face versus me, and I was like, stop slowing down my Pokemon. And it's also like a whole thing where I hated that's also why I stopped faking out a turn 1, because I'm like, I'm tired of getting on court into fake out, being forced to switch, and then Bayonet's Poltergeist is so strong without any attack investment.
Which does so much damage. I'm like always amazed.
This guy's so cool. I like your team. I'm excited to see finals and how it goes. I think it's going to be a fun rematch, regardless of who you play, because we all obviously play everybody as well. Yeah. So I'm excited. But guys, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for watching me this season as well. I'll be back in Wolf Draft League Season 10.
Hopefully before then.
We'll be back. But thank you everybody. Subscribe to Wolf. See you on the next one. Peace.